This lesson will discuss an easy hack to derive chords in any major key without memorization. The first thing we need to know is that chords are built from scales. Chords that belong to a scale are referred to as diatonic chords. The most basic scale is the C major scale. A basic chord with 3 notes is called a triad. Now there are 3 types of triads in the major scale: major, minor, and diminished. A triad is made up of the root, third, and fifth intervals. We can build any triad by stacking thirds on top of the root note. There are 2 types of thirds in a triad: a minor third of 3 half steps and a major third of 4 half steps. The interval formula for a major triad is 1, 3, 5. There is a major third between 1 and 3, and a minor third between 3 and 5. In a minor triad with the interval formula of 1, flat 3, 5, there is a minor third between 1 and flat 3, and a major third between flat 3 and 5. A diminished triad with intervals 1, flat 3, and flat 5 is the only triad with 2 minor thirds stacked on top of the root. There is a minor third between 1 and flat 3, and another minor third between flat 3 and flat 5. The triads in C major are C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, and B diminished. The 3 major triads built on the 1st, 4th, and 5th scale degrees of the C major scale are C major, F major, and G major. 3 minor triads built on the 2nd, 3rd, and 6th degrees are D minor, E minor, and A minor. The only diminished triad, which is B, is built off of the 7th scale degree. Memorizing the major and minor chords in every key can be challenging unless you apply a simple hack with the NANDI method. If we wish to construct the chords in the key of C major, first we must order the notes and intervals in fourths. The illustration below displays the chords in C major as a spectrum. Following the B, E, A, D, G, C, F order, you will notice that the chord with the darkest quality, namely the B diminished triad, is on top. The melancholic triads E, A, and D minor are in the center, and the bright-sounding G, C, and F major chords are at the bottom. In this table, you will notice that the roots of 7 chords are arranged in the order of fourths. Lowercase Roman numerals represent diminished and minor triads, while uppercase Roman numerals indicate major triads. Now let's classify the chords in the key in the following order. In the key of C, for instance, the B diminished triad is from scale degree 7, the E, A, and D minor triads are from scale degrees 3, 6, and 2, and finally, the G, C, and F major triads are from scale degrees 5, 1, and 4. The chords you see on the NANDI chorder are B diminished, E minor, A minor, and D minor. You will notice a recurring interval pattern here. Not only are the chords roots B, E, A, D in the order of fourths, but so are the thirds D, G, C, F, and fifths F, B, E, A. Take note that the last note in each pattern is the first note in the next pattern of fourths. For instance, D, the final note in the B, E, A, D pattern, is the first letter in the D, G, C, F pattern. F, the last note in the D, G, C, F pattern, is also the first letter in the F, B, E, A pattern. Remember to shift up a fret when an adjacent fourth is on the B string. The notes of the 3 remaining triads, G major, C major, and F major, can be viewed as layers of fourths as well. The roots are G, C, F, the thirds are B, E, A, and the fifths are D, G, C. Let's try plotting the same chords using the intervals of the C major scale. We begin with intervals 7, 3, 6, 2 for the roots of the diminished and minor triads. We've got 2, 5, 1, 4 for the thirds, and 4, 7, 3, 6 for the fifths. Take note that the 2 in the 7-3-6-2 pattern begins the order for the thirds of the chord, namely 2-5-1-4. 4 starts the pattern for the fifths of the chord, namely 4-7-3-6. Now take note that 4-7 is the only augmented fourth in a major key. On the chorder, we can observe the 3 major chords from scale degrees 5, 1, 4. The fret-by-fret intervals as a chain of fourths are 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. It is important to note that the NANDI method of mapping triads using fourths is applicable to all 12 major keys, not only C major. We've discovered yet another use for our chart of fourths, identifying chords in the same key that are adjacent to each other. Even if you don't know the chords by heart, this is by far the most convenient way to learn them. There you have it, hacking chords in a major key with the NANDI method. If you found this tutorial useful, please like and share our video. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to our channel. Try out the NANDI Chorder, the first of its kind dry erase practice sheet to master your chord recognition skills. It is available for purchase on our website as well as on eBay and Etsy.